Are you nutty nuts?
Hey, there he is.
Jonah Jameson.
I think he's speechless.
You know, I've never seen that before.
What?
Someone actually struck speechless. You hear about it, I mean, sure, but I've never actually seen it.
Well, there it is.
What do you think he's thinking?
Wouldn't know.
'Cause he's speechless.
Exactly. I think it might be something along the lines of, please don't kill me. Please, I made a huge mistake by going back on my word that the Daily Bugle would endorse the Sam Bullock candidacy. I made a promise and then I broke it. And that scathing editorial in this morning's paper connecting Bullock to so-called organized crime figures in the city, even though I didn't name Wilson Fisk by name, was a huge mistake.
I mean, if I knew for sure just how powerful Sam Bullock's friends were, or how important he was to the Kingpin, I would never, ever have done that. No, I actually think it's something along the lines of, how dare you threaten me? Me, J. Jonah Jameson, publisher at large of the Daily Bugle, read by 5 million New Yorkers every day. I cower before no man. I cower to no threat. You can't threaten me or my wife.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's more like, I made a huge motherfucking error in judgment, and I am going to do everything in my power to rectify the situation.
And that would, at bare minimum, include a printed retraction and a reinstatement of my support of the candidate.
But I also think he's thinking, what I really need is some kind of physical reminder.
Some kind of scar, maybe.
To remind me how serious the shit I'm in is, and how I will never do it again. Oh, yeah, and we really hate your crappy newspaper.
Oh man, this sucks. I was all proud of myself for thinking of sneaking into this garage to give Jameson crap. But seriously, how clever an idea could it have been if you guys thought of it too? I mean, really.
I can't believe this.
Why are you here?
Let me...
No, why are you here?
I came here to give this idiot behind me a what for all the crap he prints about me. But instead, here I am in front of you guys. Again. And I tell you, truth told, I really don't like any of you. And now I actually have to kick you guys' dingles to save his? Well, that puts me in one of those positions where I...
You idiot! Idiot!
Dude, never would...
Behind you!
That would be... here! Is it that you're too stupid to fall down? Okay, I gotta know. How the hell is it you guys never go to jail? No matter what you do, you guys never go to jail! How is that? How can that be? Is the Kingpin that connected that you guys can get arrested for whatever the hell, and Kingpin just slaps some money around, and you guys get to walk? Hey, hold on! I'm trying to make a point here! I just can't believe this is the world I live in!
Kid, you really have no idea how much I hate your little guts!
Oh no, you don't like me? But I was going to invite you to my birthday party. Come on, man! Just fall down!
I hate this web shit! Fuck it!
Man, I swear! You and I are going to have words!
I said I was sorry.
You shot me!
Yeah, okay, let's
Shot me!
Let's just deal with the problem at hand. What we have to do is bring this idiot back to the Kingpin with his neck snapped.
Dude, it's a guaranteed lifetime gold pass from the fat man. He delivered him.
No, listen. Dude, you cannot kill him in front of the newspaper guy.
Nah, it's done.
That guy? He ain't gonna say nothing. Look at him, he messed his pants.
It's murder. And murder is murder. This is New York, and I ain't going to fry over this guy and his tats. If we kill the fruit cup here, then we have to kill Jameson too. And Kingpin said not to.
Your names! Your names are Montana Bale, Fancy Dan Rubenstein, and you, Ox. Your real name is Bruno Sanchez. How long have you worked for Wilson Fisk, a.k.a. the Kingpin?
The hell are you doing?
You said earlier that the Kingpin sent you here to rough me up, so I would change my endorsement of his candidate, Sam Bullet. My question to you is, how long have you worked as muscle for the Kingpin?
Are you serious with this?
What is Kingpin's interest in Sam Bullet's candidacy?
You are out of your gourd, man. Now you listen and listen good. You're going to retract all your disobedience.
You have no idea how ashamed of myself I am for doing that. And this. Fall down! Thank you. Jeez. Well?
Well, what?
I'm not leaving here until I get a thank you.
Thank you.
Now, is that so hard?
Yes.
What is this? You're recording this?
I'm a reporter. This is a news story.
You're something.
Why do you wear that mask?
So we're clear I wasn't joking before? I didn't come here to save your tuchus. I came here to find out why you're so hell-bent on being, you. But then I heard these guys say you did an about-face on Sam Bullet.
Yes, I did.
Why?
Buy a paper.
I asked you why.
I said buy a paper.
You're a real piece of work.
Why do you wear that mask? There is a theory that you're a disfigured mutation. Any reaction to that?
The only disfigured mutation I see is that haircut.
Oh my god, Mr. Jameson, sir.
We heard the shots. We didn't know where they...
By the way, guys, seriously, I am breaking up the team.
What?
We suck.
We do not.
Oh, yes, we do.
I can't believe it! Can't believe it! Ugh! I got shot at again! Again! Not only did I get shot at, but it was over that Jameson jerk. Guy fires me, crucifies my Spider-Man-ness in his paper, and then I spend the day fighting to save his life. God! And I gave a grown man a wedgie. That's a memory that's going to haunt me. Considering the amount of wedgies I have had to endure in my scholastic career, I think it's... Oh my god. Mr. Jameson?
Kid.
What are you, doing here at my house?
I had an unusually bad day at work today. But that's not why I dragged myself all the way out here to the nightmare world that is Queens. Well, it's part of the reason, but it's not the whole reason. My son was on the space shuttle Orion. As you probably know, the Orion burned up in orbit. This was, about a year ago? Burned to nothing. No explanation from NASA other than the words technical malfunction. What kind of technical malfunction? I'm sorry, sir, that's classified information. But my son died on the flight. I'm sorry, sir, that's classified information. My boy was an astronaut. A hero. A hero! And he's gone, and that's... I didn't get to bury a body. Which you wouldn't think would matter, but damn it if it doesn't. It very much matters. So I concede to the point that my judgment on certain matters may be somewhat clouded by grief and my unresolved issues with that grief. I concede that point. I just don't see how this Spider-Man is a hero. You asked me this This is what got you fired. Heroes don't... That's not what a hero is. Astronauts are heroes. People in creepy masks are not. So, I am having trouble reporting it. I'm having trouble describing my trouble to people when they question me on it. And it now seems to have affected my integrity as a reporter, and that's going to end. Today was a big eye-opener. There. That's the thing. So, there. I think we both understand that what we are talking about here is between us and not to be discussed.
Sure.
Or brought up again.
Okay. I, saw your editorial.
Good.
Aren't you, worried that the Kingpin's going to try to... I don't know what he does, but aren't you worried he might try something?
Not after tomorrow, he won't.
Why? What's tomorrow?
A headline that he can't walk away from.
Really?
I'm going to have to live by the theory that if anything happens to me, he's the first person they'd come after. That's the hand I've been dealt. That's what I am going to have to stand behind. So, you can have your job back.
I can?
You were right. I was wrong. You can have your job back.
Well, that's okay. I mean, maybe I am too young to work there.
Where are you going to work? The mall? Sell corn dogs on a stick? You're a bright boy with a huge future in front of you. In between things, I'm going to have you tag along with Ben Urich on assignments. Little assignments. See the city the way a reporter sees the city. When I was not a little older than you, I was working copy, and the editor at my paper did that for me. Sent me out. Changed my life. You need to see the city for what it really is. So we understand each other?
Yeah.
Good boy.
You know what my favorite part of the paper is? Well, today it's the headline, but I like the gossip column. It always tells you where all the famous fat people like to eat. And here you are, like every day, eating for two.
Young man, you've got a lot of growing up to do.
Right back at you, rerun.
What can I do for you?
Well, you really got my head spinning. Look at you, sitting here, not a care in the world. The entire world knows you're a murderer and a liar and a thief. Even though murderers should be plenty. And you can just walk about the city and everyone makes nice. Everyone kisses your tuchus, which I grant you is an act that could take a better part of a week. I guess I'm trying to understand how the world allows you to be. Because I really don't understand it. I really don't.
And you're trying to do all of this in your pajamas. Very noble.
Listen, I don't expect to figure it out today, but I know one day I will. I have to. I wanted to look you in the face. I wanted to look at you.
Well, young man, I'll tell you what you see. You see the face of a man that will one day find out who you really are and where you go to school. Because someone out there knows. And I will find out who they are and who you are. And when I do, I will personally come over to your house, and I will teach you exactly what I am.
Are you hitting on me? Well, we should glare at each other menacingly more often, but I do have to leave. It seems that watching you eat makes me want to heave up my own feet.
Young man, did you web my feet to the floor?
Maybe.
What possible satisfaction could you get from that?
See? You don't understand me, and I don't understand you.
I am going to find out who you are.
What? The rooftop alarm.
Should we call it in?
It's the wind.
I'm calling it in.
It's the wind. Look, it wasn't even opened. It's
This
just...
happened before?
It happens all the time. It's windy as shit up there.
Book says call it in.
Oh, so those cops can roll around here and condescend us?
They do that?
The cops? Yeah, they do. Think they're all better than us.
They are.
What?
They are better than us. They're cops.
Go up there and make sure it's secure.
Up where?
The roof.
The roof?
Go check it out.
Go check it out. All the way on the roof?
It's an elevator ride. You're not climbing the side of a building.
Why me?
You need the experience.
Are you serious?
Meeting's over.
You suck.
Shh. Reading.
Condescend to me? You're the one condescending to everyone, man. Made me come all the way up here to look at a door.
Goofball.
My hat! Come on, come on! Oh, that's just great.
Lobby.
Hey, it's me. I'm on my cell. Come up here and get me. Door shut on me.
Who told you to open the door?
You're the one that told me to come up here.
Stupid.
Oh, man.
There's a door open. Something's going on. Someone's in there. Shh. Let's call it in. Shh. Hello? There's no one here.
Look.
Oh, man. Oh, man. There's... Oh, man.
Shh. I mean it.
Hey, what exactly are you doing? Wow. You are a considerable step up from the usual riffraff I find sneaking around the rooftops in the middle of the night. Now, why don't you... Hey! Oh, man! Are you nutty nuts? Oh, well, that's... yeah. Oh, man, you wouldn't believe what almost just happened. There I am, midair, almost gonna die, and then I remembered I have spider powers and I saved myself. Just in time to thank you for almost getting me killed, trying to save you from getting killed. Only you didn't almost get killed. Wait, I'm not done with my verbal anxiety attack. You know, if I didn't know any better, I would think you're trying to avoid me. I'm not usually the neurotic type, but you don't seem all that into... Lady! Hey, Hyper! Calm down.
Crossed a black cat. 7 years bad luck.
Did I just have 7 years bad luck, or am I going to have 7 years bad luck?
What are you thinking? Earth to Peter Parker?
Just spaced out.
You were being Spider-Man in your head again.
I was what?
You do that. You're supposed to be sitting here with me, being Peter Parker, and you're supposed to be studying for midterms. But just 10 minutes ago, you were high up in the sky in your costume all flipping through the air and stuff.
Don't play
And
with...
you haven't come down from it yet. You need to give yourself a little time to come down from your superhero high. Decompress from it. But you never do. So you end up sitting here and you just space out.
Okay.
Yes, now, I am an expert on superhero psychology. Oops. Sorry.
Honestly, I was thinking maybe I should put the costume away for a while and just be a normal guy.
Really?
I'm thinking about it.
Really?
You'd be cool with that?
Are you serious?
I don't understand. Would that make you happy?
If you're asking, then to be honest, I would prefer it. Totally.
You would?
Would I rather you were not a mile above the city risking your neck over some idiot's plan to get revenge on whatever, and spent time here, safe with me? I mean, yeah, it would be great if you were here instead of up there.
I didn't know you felt that way.
I'm not. No. Listen, I'm not saying I want you to stop being Spider-Man. You do whatever you have to do. You asked me what would I think if you did stop. I'm not saying I want you to stop, but I do think that if you want to stop...
I think it would be nice to just... Some of the things I've had to deal with lately. Some of the idiots I've had to fight. And sometimes I really come close to getting hurt. Like tonight. I was tripping all over myself and my web shooter spazzed out on me and I almost died. And I don't even know what I almost died over.
You almost died?
Thing is, I'm not that big on fighting. I don't like it. Punching someone, even someone with metal octopus arms, it's not a fun thing to do.
Oh, come on. Punching Norman Osborn?
That was fun. But, really, you know what I would love to do? I would love to go to the park with you. I would love to go, like, on a normal date. Just me and you. That's what I really want. Hey, you know what? I don't want to talk about me all the time. I'm sick of me. What's going on with you? Are you okay? Your dad?
My dad?
Are things better with your dad?
Are things better? No. No, my dad's a total herb. Honestly, he totally cheated on my mom, and my mom caught him. I hate him. My mom hates him. I don't know why he just doesn't leave.
I would never do that, you know.
What?
Cheat on you.
I know.
I promise.
I know.
What?
I love you.
I love you too.
No, I really love you.
I really love you too.
You want to get married?
Right now?
No, I mean, do you think we'll get married?
Yes. I think we will.
I do too.
You are so crazy.
Peter? Both of you, come up to the kitchen.
What's going on, Aunt May?
Your father's here, Mary.
Oh my God, is that my diary?
You bet your allowance it is.
You should do this at your own house.
I would, May, but this involves both Mary and Peter.
Fine, but you should do
May,
this.
please.
You read my diary?
And wasn't I surprised to read what I read?
I hate you. I hate you.
Mary Jane Watson!
I hate you.
Honestly, Craig, you have no right reading
Well,
her...
then maybe Peter could explain to me what this passage means. I almost died tonight. Oh my God, I almost died. If Peter hadn't been at the bridge, I don't know what I would have done. What if no one found my body? I have never been so scared in my whole life. What happened on the bridge, Peter? What bridge? What happened? It's very vague and very cryptic, but something happened that almost killed my daughter, and I want to know what. What were you doing on a bridge, and what were you doing putting my daughter's life in danger? I'm waiting for an answer. Oh, is that how it's gonna be? Well, you listen to me, punk! You two are through!
Craig...
That's it! I don't like whatever these little shenanigans you two are up to in that basement all the time. And now I read this? I don't want you coming around my house. I don't want you sneaking around with her in the middle of the night. And if you think you guys are going to be sneaking around at school and that I won't find out about it, well, let me tell you, I will find out about it. And I'll yank her out of that school and toss her into a nunnery. And if you think I'm joking...
Craig, get out of my house, or I'll call the cops. I mean it. Get out. What happened on the bridge? Peter, I asked you...
Nothing. No, nothing. We were at the park, and she slipped on a thing, and she almost fell in. I caught her by the wrist.
That's it?
That's it.
Why didn't you just tell him that was it?
'Cause he's a jerk. Can't believe what a jerk that guy is.
He really is. I'm sorry, Peter.
I can't believe it.
Just stay away from her house for a couple of days. I'll talk to her mom and see what happens.
He's not going to hurt her, is he?
No. Gwen.
Everything okay?
Get your shoes. Go for a walk with me. We'll walk by their house just casual-like. And if we hear anything, we'll call the police. You stay here.
I want...
No, it's better you stay here.
What are we doing?
Get your shoes.
Her diary. She keeps a diary? At least she was smart enough not to write anything... what's the word? Incriminating about me being Spider-Man. I mean, I hope she didn't. No, of course she didn't. If she did, clearly that would have been the entire thrust of the conversation. I literally get sick to my stomach lying to Aunt May. Sick to my stomach! But what am I supposed to say? That I was fighting the Green Goblin over the Queensboro Bridge, and Mary was almost killed in the brouhaha? That bridge incident again. She did almost die, and she has no one to talk to about it. And clearly it traumatized her more than she lets on, but what can I do to help her? Ugh, I wish someone would throw that idiot father of hers off a bridge. What a load! Cheats on her mom and is all a jerk about it, and now he has the nerve to sneak through her stuff and come around here and try to break us up? Maybe I will marry her. I'll just go sneak off to wherever it is around here you sneak off to, and I'll just marry her, and I'll tell him to go... Oh no.
What you are seeing is an amateur home video of Spider-Man running from the scene of tonight's daring office robbery with an unknown female partner. This is the first clue in a string of robberies plaguing Midtown Manhattan's more prominent office buildings. Whether or not these crimes are related is still in question. But sources close to the investigation hint that they might be. The police have not released information as to who the victim of the robbery was or what was stolen. The identity of the female is unknown, but she seems to be dressed in a cat motif. A black cat. So, there you have it. A brief glimpse at the terror that stalks our city when the sun goes down. And it looks like his name is Spider-Man, after all.
And that 7 years bad luck starts right now.